Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off our session today on strategies to improve exam performance for new students. This is our first slide, the cover slide, so I just want to briefly introduce what we'll be exploring. We'll look at how to answer exam questions effectively, specifically tailored for first-year students. Throughout this presentation, I'll share practical tips and insights to help you succeed. So, let's get started and make this a helpful and engaging session for all of you. Let's talk about answering exam questions effectively. This is a crucial part of performing well, and it all starts with understanding what the question is really asking. Take a moment to read carefully and identify the key command words like explain, describe, or analyze. These words tell you exactly what the examiner expects in your answer. Next, plan your response before you start writing. Jot down some quick notes or a brief outline to keep your thoughts organized. Remember, clarity is key. Make sure your points are clear and directly related to the question. Use specific examples where possible, as they can really strengthen your answer. Also, manage your time wisely so you can give each question the attention it deserves without rushing at the end. Connecting these strategies to the overall theme, effective exam techniques boost your confidence and help you showcase your knowledge in the best light. Now, let's talk about building exam confidence. The main goal here is to help you feel more assured and capable when answering exam questions, especially under pressure. Confidence comes from understanding what is expected of you and practicing your skills. Next, it's important to understand the academic expectations. University exams aren't just about memorizing facts. They focus on your ability to interpret questions, craft structured answers, and communicate your ideas clearly. These skills show that you can think critically and express yourself effectively, which is what really matters. Managing your time and stress is also crucial. Good time management allows you to allocate enough time for each question, while stress reduction techniques, like deep breathing or brief breaks, help you stay calm and focused during the exam. When you master these strategies, you'll perform better and feel more confident. Finally, for first-year students, understanding how to write exam answers is a key step. It's not just about knowing the material, it's about presenting your knowledge in a clear, organized way. When you connect these skills to your overall exam preparation, you'll be setting yourself up for success. Let's talk about the importance of command words. When you see words like define, explain, or evaluate, they really guide how you should approach your answer. They tell you about the depth and style needed, whether a simple description or a detailed analysis. Recognizing these words helps you tailor your response effectively. Next, focusing on key concepts is crucial. Identifying the main ideas in a question and paying attention to limiting phrases ensures your answer stays relevant and on topic. It keeps you from drifting into unnecessary details and helps maintain clarity. When dealing with multi-part questions, it's important to analyze each part carefully. This way, you can make sure you're answering everything thoroughly and accurately, rather than missing any elements. Breaking down the question helps you stay organized and comprehensive. Avoiding common mistakes is also vital. Fully engaging with each question prevents you from giving off-topic answers or including information that isn't needed. Staying focused ensures your responses are precise and effective. Finally, reading and understanding exam questions thoroughly is the foundation of good answering. Taking the time to comprehend what's asked allows you to respond appropriately, confidently addressing all aspects of the question. This all ties back to the overall goal of improving your exam performance by being strategic and thoughtful in your responses. Let's talk about the value of planning. Spending a bit of time up front really makes a difference. It helps you gain clarity on what you're answering and improves the overall quality of your exam responses. When you plan, you're setting a clear roadmap for your answer, which makes writing much smoother. Now, when it comes to structuring essays, think about dividing your answer into 3 parts: an introduction, body paragraphs, and a conclusion. This structure isn't just traditional. It's crucial for creating a logical flow that guides the reader through your ideas seamlessly. It makes your argument easier to follow and more convincing. For short answers, the key is quick mental planning. Just a few moments to organize your thoughts can help you stay concise and answer directly to the question asked. It prevents you from going off topic and ensures your response is relevant and to the point. And especially for first-year students, learning how to plan your answers is a foundational skill. It's vital for developing coherence and the ability to produce well-structured writing from the start. The more you practice planning, the more confident you'll become in expressing your ideas clearly. Finally, always plan your answers before you start writing. This step might seem small, but it's essential. It saves you time in the long run and helps you produce better, more organized responses. Remember, good planning is the first step toward exam success. When it comes to academic writing, clarity really trumps complexity. Using clear and precise language helps your ideas stand out and makes your arguments much easier to understand. There's no need to overcomplicate things with fancy words if simpler ones do the job just as well. Next, organizing your ideas into well-structured paragraphs is crucial. It guides your readers smoothly through your arguments, making your writing more logical and easier to follow. Think of each paragraph as a building block that supports your overall message. Maintaining an academic tone is also key. This means avoiding slang or informal expressions and focusing on a professional, respectful style. It shows that you take your work seriously and helps establish credibility. Now, why is this especially important for first-year students? Developing clear writing skills early on not only shows academic maturity, but also ensures your ideas are communicated effectively. It's a foundation that will support all your future work. So, in summary, writing clearly and academically is about making your ideas accessible and professional. When you master this, you'll find it easier to convey your knowledge and make a strong impression in your academic journey. When you're answering exam questions, it's really important to stay focused on relevant information. Writing only about what directly relates to the question helps you earn more marks because your answer becomes clear and targeted. Avoid adding lengthy, unrelated details that might distract from the main point. It's also crucial to regularly refer back to the question itself. By doing this, you make sure each paragraph or section you write is aligned with what's actually being asked. This keeps your response focused and ensures you're answering correctly. Discipline plays a big role too. Staying disciplined during the exam means managing your time well and resisting the temptation to go off topic. This approach helps you produce clearer, more organized responses, which can really improve your overall quality of work. Finally, staying relevant and focused throughout the exam is key. When you keep your answers aligned with the question, you demonstrate a clear understanding and make it easier for markers to see that you've addressed everything required. All these points tie back to the overall goal of performing well by staying concentrated, relevant, and disciplined. Let's talk about the importance of examples. Using relevant examples really helps clarify your points and shows how academic theories can be practically applied in your answers. It makes your arguments more relatable and easier to understand. Next, engaging with theory is crucial. When you reference key theories and scholars, it signals that you've engaged deeply with the course material. It also demonstrates critical thinking, which is essential in academic work. Now, a balanced use of support is key. You want to strategically combine examples and explanations to strengthen your arguments. But remember, it's important not to overwhelm your reader or listener with too much detail. Balance keeps your message clear and persuasive. Finally, supporting your answers with examples and concepts makes your points more convincing. It shows that you've thought about the material thoroughly, connecting theory to real-world situations. When you do this well, your overall argument becomes much more compelling. When managing your time during an exam, it's important to allocate your time wisely based on the marks assigned to each question. I recommend spending more time on questions that carry higher marks, as this allows you to provide more detailed and thorough answers. This way, you maximize your scoring potential on the questions that matter most. At the same time, it's crucial not to overfocus on difficult questions. If you find yourself stuck, it's better to move on and come back to them if you have time at the end. This prevents you from wasting valuable minutes that could be better spent on other questions. Monitoring your time regularly is also key. Keep an eye on the clock throughout the exam so you're aware of how much time you've spent and how much remains. This helps you avoid rushing at the last minute and ensures you can complete all questions comfortably. All of these strategies tie back to the overall goal of improving your exam performance. Good time management enables you to finish all questions confidently and present your knowledge effectively within the time constraints. Managing your time well in the exam hall ultimately makes a significant difference in your success. Thank you for joining me on this journey through our presentation. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance of maintaining calmness throughout any process or challenge we face. Staying calm helps us think clearly and make better decisions. It also sets a positive tone for those around us. Next, I encourage you to take a moment for review. Reflecting on what we've discussed helps reinforce the key concepts and ensures we truly understand how to apply them in real life. Reviewing also allows us to identify any areas where we might need a bit more focus or practice. Ultimately, the goal of this presentation has been to equip you with tools to stay composed and to review your progress regularly. These habits are crucial for continuous growth and success. So, I hope you leave here feeling inspired to incorporate calmness and regular review into your daily routines. Thank you for your attention and engagement.